Have you ever wondered how Buddha's wisdom can heal the mind? It's a profound question, one that takes us on a journey deep within ourselves. For centuries, the teachings of Buddha have guided countless souls in their quest for inner peace and enlightenment. Buddha's wisdom is a powerful tool, a beacon of light in the vast darkness of the human psyche. It has the potential to bring about a profound transformation in our mental health. At the core of this wisdom are principles such as mindfulness and detachment, principles that can seem simple on the surface but hold profound depths within. Mindfulness, the practice of being wholly present in the moment, and detachment, the ability to disengage from the materialistic pursuits of life, are key elements in the Buddha's teachings. They serve as catalysts for mental clarity and inner tranquility. But how exactly does Buddha's wisdom heal our minds? Let's dive deeper into this fascinating topic. Mindfulness, a term we often hear but rarely fully understand. Let's journey into the depth of this profound concept as seen through the lens of Buddhism. Mindfulness, or sati in Pali, is the cornerstone of Buddhist teachings. It's not merely an idea, it's a way of life, a direction towards the present moment. Often we find ourselves lost in the maze of past regrets or future anxieties, blinded by the whirlwind of thoughts. Mindfulness, however, invites us to step out of this chaos and anchor ourselves in the now, the present moment. How does it work? Imagine your mind as a turbulent ocean. Each wave is a thought, a worry, a plan, a memory. Now picture a lighthouse standing firm amidst the stormy sea. That lighthouse is your mindfulness, your beacon in the storm. It doesn't stop the waves, but it illuminates them, allowing you to navigate the stormy sea of your mind with clarity and calmness. In Buddhism, mindfulness is practiced through meditation. Consider this simple exercise. Close your eyes and focus on the rhythm of your breath. If your mind wanders, gently guide it back to the sensation of breathing. In this way, you're training your mind to stay present, to stay aware. Mindfulness, in essence, is the art of paying attention. It is becoming fully engaged with our experience, whether it's the taste of your morning coffee, the feel of the cool breeze on your skin, or the sound of a loved one's laughter. It's about acknowledging the beauty of the present moment, free from judgment and distraction. This practice of mindfulness doesn't promise an escape from life's problems. Instead, it offers a way to face them head-on, but with serenity and acceptance. It reduces anxiety and stress by allowing us to see things as they truly are, not as we fear they might be. Mindfulness, as you see, is a powerful tool for mental healing, but it's only part of Buddha's wisdom. The journey is far from over. As we delve deeper into the teachings of the Buddha, we'll uncover more gems of wisdom that can guide us towards healing and inner peace. Another fundamental aspect of Buddha's wisdom is the principle of detachment. This principle is not about renouncing the world or living in stark isolation. It's about understanding our desires and attachments, and how they can create a cycle of suffering. Consider this. Our minds are like a garden. When we allow the seeds of desire to take root, they grow into towering trees of attachment. These trees then bear the fruit of suffering. The more we cling to our desires, the more we nourish these trees and the more suffering we experience. Buddha's wisdom teaches us to detach from these desires. But how do we do that? By not feeding into them. We can acknowledge our desires without acting on them. We can observe our thoughts and emotions without getting swept away by them. Imagine a leaf floating on the surface of a river. It doesn't fight against the current, nor does it try to swim upstream. It merely goes with the flow, detached from the outcome. Similarly, we can learn to ride the waves of our thoughts and emotions without getting immersed in them. Detachment also involves letting go of negative thoughts. Holding on to negativity is like holding on to a hot coal with the intent of throwing it at someone else. We are the ones who get burned. By detaching from these thoughts, we free ourselves from the pain they cause. But remember, detachment is not indifference. It does not mean that we stop caring or become emotionless. It means that we care deeply, but without attachment. We allow ourselves to feel emotions, but we don't let them control us. This principle of detachment is a journey, not a destination. It's a continuous practice of recognizing our attachments, understanding their roots, and gently letting them go. It's about finding freedom in the present moment, free from the chains of our desires and negative thoughts. Detachment, when practiced correctly, can be a potent antidote to mental suffering. It can lead to a state of mental peace, where we are no longer slaves to our desires or prisoners of our negative thoughts. We can then truly experience the joy of being, the serenity of existence, and the profound wisdom of Buddha. Buddha's wisdom doesn't just focus on mindfulness and detachment, it also teaches us about the middle way. The middle way philosophy is a profound aspect of Buddha's teachings. It's a path that navigates between two extremes, steering clear of excess and deficiency. It encourages us to find balance in our lives, to not be pulled too far in any one direction. Imagine a stringed instrument like a guitar. If the strings are too loose, they won't produce a beautiful sound. If they're too tight, they might snap. It's only when they're tuned just right, in the middle, that they can create harmonious music. That's what the middle way is all about. In our lives, we often swing from one extreme to another. We might overwork ourselves to the point of exhaustion, then swing to the other extreme of idleness. We might indulge in excessive eating, then swing to the other extreme of strict dieting. The middle way philosophy encourages us to avoid such extremes and seek a balanced approach. This balanced approach enhances our mental stability and well-being. Instead of being tossed around by the waves of extremes, we remain steady, anchored in the middle. Our minds become calm and clear, free from the turbulence caused by extremes. Moreover, the middle way doesn't mean mediocrity or complacency. It's not about settling for less. Instead, it's about understanding that a balanced life can lead to fulfillment and happiness. It's about realizing that wisdom lies not at the extremes, but in the middle. Perhaps most importantly, the middle way philosophy encourages compassion and understanding. When we're not caught up in extremes, we're better able to understand others, to empathize with their experiences, and to show kindness and compassion. We can apply the middle way philosophy in all aspects of our lives, from work to relationships to self-care. It's a path that leads to peace, harmony, and mental well-being. The middle way is a philosophy that promotes balance and harmony in our lives, leading to a healthier mind. We've looked at various aspects of Buddha's wisdom, but how do they come together to heal the mind? Let's start with mindfulness. Imagine the mind as a turbulent sea, with waves representing our thoughts and emotions. Mindfulness is like developing the ability to calmly observe these waves from the shore, without being swept away by them. It allows us to recognize our thoughts and emotions, but not be controlled by them. This creates a space of calm and clarity within us, a sanctuary where healing can start. Next, we have the principle of detachment. This is not about avoiding or suppressing our feelings. Rather, it's about understanding that our thoughts and emotions are transient, like clouds passing through the sky. By observing them without judgment, we learn to let them come and go without clinging to them or pushing them away. This detachment helps to break the cycle of negative thoughts and emotions that can cause mental suffering. Then there's the middle way philosophy, a path that avoids the extremes of self-indulgence and self-denial. It's about finding balance in all aspects of our lives, from our thoughts and emotions to our actions and relationships. This balanced perspective helps us to navigate life's ups and downs with grace and resilience, promoting mental well-being. So how do these concepts come together? Picture a garden. Mindfulness is the fertile soil that nurtures growth. Detachment is the gardener's skillful hand, knowing when to water and when to let nature take its course. The middle way is the balanced ecosystem that supports a variety of plants and creatures, each contributing to the overall health and beauty of the garden. But remember, a garden doesn't flourish overnight. It requires consistent care and attention. In the same way, the healing power of Buddha's wisdom is not a quick fix. It's a lifelong practice of cultivating mindfulness, practicing detachment, and walking the middle way. It's a journey of self-discovery and transformation. So, Buddha's wisdom, when understood and practiced, can indeed be a balm for the mind. Buddha's wisdom is not just a philosophy, it's a practical guide to mental well-being. As we've discovered today, Buddha's teachings offer profound insights into the human mind. We've delved into the concept of mindfulness, a cornerstone of Buddhism, which encourages us to live in the present moment, fully engaged and aware. We've also explored the principle of detachment, teaching us to let go of our attachments to achieve inner peace. And then there's the middle way philosophy, a path of moderation that avoids the extremes of self-indulgence and self-denial. These teachings, when practiced and internalized, can be a powerful force for mental healing. They guide us towards a state of tranquility, balance, and deep understanding that can transform our minds and our lives. Never underestimate the transformative power of Buddha's wisdom. Remember, the path to mental healing through Buddha's wisdom begins with understanding and practice. So why not start today?